21st of March at Guildhall Hall. Firstly, I'm going to introduce the boxers, leaving the main event to last, and then we'll go to Brett for some questions. So first of all, on my far left, we've got Billy. Billy Long used to call himself the Kid, and he now calls himself the Bomb, so I'm really looking forward to hearing why the change of name. He's also stated that he's the best looking boxer in the Goodwin stable. This caused a lot of uproar on Facebook, so it looks like we're going to be having a Mr. Universe of the Goodwin boxers in the summer. Next to Billy, we've got Taylor Jordan. Taylor's actually a model, so I'm sure he's got a lot to say to his stablemate about him saying he's better looking.
He won't be after a sparring.
They both train together at the same gym with Jamie Williams. On my far right, we've got David Abraham. He's a heavyweight and he's going to be making his debut on my show, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him. He's friends with Anthony Joshua, and last year he went to America to spar the then world champion Berman Silver. Next to David, we've got Ryan Taylor. Well, Ryan was an amazing amateur, and he's actually chief support from the top of the bill, fighting for his international masters title. And now we go on to the top of the bill. Michael Lomax v Chaz Symonds. Well, this is a grudge rematch. They're fighting for the British Masters gold title, and I'm really looking forward to this one. So it's Michael's last fight before he retires, and he also says Chaz will be retiring once he beats him again. But to be honest, my main question is, I want to know how they're going to feel being in the ring punching someone that they love so much. So I guess it's time to go to questions.
Yeah, I spent some time with these guys just before this press conference, so I can't wait till it's their turn for questions. Let's start with David, if we could. And what I'll do is I'll just go right on down the line.
You gotta turn yours off. I'll tell you when it turns on. So we've got mic issues, so only one can be on at a time.
Okay, so David making his pro debut on the next on this Goodwin show. Really excited to see you come up and play a bit with the big boys there, David. Couple of questions. One from Anthony on Facebook. Says he's watched you in the amateurs. You seem much smaller now. Do you feel you need to be lighter in the pros?
I guess, I suppose I do. It's good for that speed. I just think it's good to stay dedicated to the sport, really. You know, as much as you put in. What's that? Oh, right. Yeah, I think as much as you put into the sport, you're going to get more out of it. I clearly didn't put enough into it when I was an amateur. So I think taking this, you know, this is a professional sport, and I'm going to be a true professional when I get in there.
Okay, and one more question from Dennis in London. British heavyweight scene is alive right now. Do you think in a couple of years you can mix with the big boys?
What I would say is that I'm going to just take one day at a time. I'm not going to look 2 years ahead. I'm going to look to March 21st, my pro debut, and just get this guy out of there. And that's the best way that's going to be for me. If I start looking 2 years ahead, it's not going to work well for me. I've got to do one training session at a time and just learn my craft, learn my art, and you know, just enjoy what I'm doing. It's about enjoying it. You know, this isn't going to last forever. Just enjoy the journey while it's here. I'm not looking 2 years ahead. I'm looking to do my training tomorrow and then my fight on the 21st. And that's just the way I'll go.
Okay, great. Great words from David Abraham. Any questions from the audience for David Abraham before we move on?
What was sparring Stavern like, and did he hit hard?
Bermain, well, as I know him as B, became very close friends. He throws hard punches. I wouldn't say he landed any that I could say, you know, yeah, he's a hard hitter that I felt on my arms and stuff, but you know, I wasn't in there to be a sparring partner to get hit. I was there to show ambition and try and put him on his, you know, on his back foot, and you know, and that's why they paid for me to stay out there an extra week, you know, because I showed that true desire to hang it in there with him. You know, that was my chance, that was my shot. And I believe I took it, you know, and now we're really good friends, and we still keep in contact, and so that's my answer for you, really.
Thanks, David.
All right, James.
Any other questions? Yeah.
As a heavyweight, who do you spar?
Pardon?
As a heavyweight, who do you spar?
Who do I spar?
Yeah.
So, in preparation for this one, I've been with Louis Darling, who you'll see later tonight, Dillian White. Obviously, I haven't been sparring with Anthony Joshua, but obviously we've been talking about it. Guys down Finchley, ABC, I can always go down there. Aji Sharif, who you'll see later tonight. Jose Lopez, who you'll see later tonight. Wadi Camacho, these sort of guys. So I've been in and around. So I've been in and around the Don Charles camp this time around. So just those sort of guys. You know, there's more guys as well in and behind the scenes. So I try and get that sparring regularly, get as much advice as I can.
All right. Any other questions? No? All right. Thanks, David Abraham, everybody. All right, on the crash bang, Ryan Taylor. I have to say, Ryan, when I usually I have to make a disclaimer, as you guys have attended these press conferences know before, that these are never my questions, they're always somebody else, because I don't want to get beat up in the parking lot later. Nobody ever throws you a bad question. So yeah, that's quite something. A lot of these questions are just they're horrible. But so with that, Chris from Facebook says, how do you feel in your new weight division, and how far do you think you can go in this division?
Yeah, I feel great at the new weight division. It's an old weight division for me because I was this weight as an amateur, but I went down when I turned pro. I was told I weren't that weight, but as a fighter you fight against what people say as well, and I was told I weren't. And I thought, I'm going to show you I'm that weight class. I won a Masters title at lightweight. I felt really good. 4 months later my body just grew and I couldn't make it again, and yeah, I had to step up. I was forced to step up really because I wasn't performing as I should have done. Through the training that I was putting into it, I wasn't performing properly.
And where do you think you're going to be able to go in this division?
I'm not looking too far ahead because I've done that before. I think I'll take good advice from my friend Darren Barker. He always said to me, one fight at a time, and not look too far ahead, so that's what I'm going to do. And I know my next opponent, he's a good fighter, he'll be able to win. So over from Lithuania, he's not just a road sweeper or on a building site, he's a fighter, you know what I mean? So I'm expecting the best out of him from what I've seen on the internet. So yeah, I'll just be prepared for that.
Turn your microphone on.
All right, kind of along those lines, Kevin Kelly on Twitter said, who is the toughest opponent that you faced so far in your career?
Depends, professional, amateur. I mean, so I've had a long professional career. Different opponents offer different toughness, toughnesses. I'm not sure. The toughest probably Ibra Riaz. He was toughest, my first 6-round fight. I fought on the Kelbrook Castle Jones undercard against him. I had him all over the place in the last round, but he held on more than anyone I know. So toughest probably Ibra Riaz.
All right, any questions for Ryan Taylor from the audience? Okay, thanks everybody. Ryan Crash Bang Taylor. All right, Taylor Jordan. So Taylor Carl on the internet says, you haven't fought since 2013. I understand it's because you've been away modeling. Is your heart really in boxing?
It definitely was, but at the time, modelling was more beneficial for me. So, but I miss boxing and back in the gym training now, take it a lot more seriously.
So how are you feeling now coming back?
A lot better. I've had a year out to mature. Training's going much better. I feel better. I feel stronger. So all those reasons.
And if I just talk loud, you guys can still pick me up, right? It's probably easier than doing this with a mic. So then, Bobby from Chelmsford says, why did you pick Steve Goodwin to manage your career?
To keep me active. He has a lot of shows all through the year. So just for the pure reason to keep me busy. So I don't have such a long break in between fights.
Any other questions? And now on to the best looking man in the Goodwin camp, is that right?
No, that was just a bit of banter. You can mask it if you want. My mum always says that anyway.
She has to, that doesn't she?
Sad man.
All right, Richard sent an email and said, I saw from your interview on signing with Goodwin via Sport v London that you got huge amounts of views. Were you surprised at the response you got?
Don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, but not really, because I'm an interesting guy now. But no, listen, I'll keep getting views. But no, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, no, don't know. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
And why do you think now is the right time in your career to turn pro?
Listen, I'm 26 years old. I've got 3 kids at home, and listen, amateur boxing don't get paid, is it? So I know that this. No, listen, no. It will do when I start knocking people out, though. But yeah, no, I know that. But it just gives I've said it before. It just gives my kids someone to look up to. Their dad's a pro boxer, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. I don't take myself too seriously, as you can tell, but we'll see how things go.
Good. All right, up to the top of the bill. We'll start with Chaz. Yeah, here come these questions again. These aren't my questions, so I don't want you waiting for me on the hard time. All right, Ryan, Chaz, Ryan sent an email in and says, is this the last chance for you, and if you lose, will you retire?
Yeah, I will retire. Cat's got 9 lives, so if I lose again, it'll be a 9th time. You know, I've been lucky enough to always get another shot, so yeah, Michael's given me the other shot, and it's my last chance. If I lose, it's over.
So either way, this is a retiring fight for you anyway.
Yeah, well, Michael's going to retire anyway, so. But I ain't going to be losing, so I won't be retiring.
Andrew from Essex says, are you not worried that you'll be robbed in this fight like you were last time when you fought Lomax?
No, not at all.
So you're happy with
Everything's going to plan,
yeah.
everything's been going right, yeah. Like everything's on the money.
Any questions from the audience for Chaz?
There's clearly a bit of animosity between you two from what I've seen over the previous weeks. I've got a question for Chaz and to Michael, and I want Michael to answer the same question. What do you dislike most about Michael?
What do I dislike about?
Yeah, what do you dislike most
I remember, I've known him like for years in the amateurs and all that. I've never once was into boxing. I see him, I think, after his prize fight, I tried to say hello to him, to say well done, and he just looked at me like, shit, I understand. So I thought, you know, fucking...
That
is so random.
Michael, can you answer the same thing, please?
That was so random. It was just like, after just winning the prize fight, everyone I wanted to see was my family and supporters and things like that.
When the night is after that, it was after that. I see it all cool.
There we go. I thought you meant after the prize fight. Right. Probably the only time you'd be cheering for me as well.
Why'd I be cheering?
Well, there we go. So you get another shot at me. To myself, I just don't like his whole mannerism. Try again. The way he slags off all the fighters. Every fighter he fights, he canes them. He just says they're a pile of rubbish. He's going to knock everyone out.
Who is that?
And I think he's probably had about the same amount of stoppages I have. I can't punch, but I'm a very good boxer. And he's got to accept he's not going to knock me out. He hasn't got the power and the ability to knock me out. So that's where we go. So that's all I hate, is the way he disrespects me. After the fight, he said, he saw the ref coming out the changing room doing up his flies. Nice, classy. You know what I mean?
I went the one in there with the ref.
Well, there we go. There we go. But then that's why you're taking it to another level. Do your talking in the ring.
Yeah, I will.
Don't start shouting off. It's alright shouting off to a microphone and a camera.
21st of March, you're going to see.
But I'm going to retire, doing everything
I'm going to
my
put you
way.
on that retire.
look, I've stated that I'm retiring. I've been in the game a long time. I've had a good experience, good run. I could have chosen an easy fight to retire on. Some little foreigner, one arm, one leg.
You know it
But
ain't going to be easy.
I've gone.
Easy.
I didn't say it was going to be easy because I've chose you because it's going to be an exciting fight, but one I'm going to win. Because why am I going to go like, look, I had a Commonwealth title fight, my last fight, wasn't my night, started off slow, but he's a young gun. Me, I'm coming up to 37, still mixing with the big boys. So, Chaz is rated, what, 30 odd in BoxRec. I'm still, what, number 11, I think. Not too bad. So, retire on a high, retire on a high, 3 belts, prize fighter, and a little bit of pocket money. Not bad.
Will you be friends afterwards?
Do you know what I even said to him on the head-to-head? After the fight, look, we do what we got to do in the ring, I buy him a beer. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't slag anyone off. The only person I slag off is him because he causes me to slag him off. Otherwise, I'm a nice guy. I go in there, I know what I can do. As long as I rock up on the night and I show my abilities, I'll beat anyone.
So is he, then Michael, you don't slag anybody up except him, he's got in your head a little bit then?
Someone wake him up.
Do you know what? He's the only person who rattles me. But I know how to calm him down, punch him in his face. That is it. That is it. But look, you shout your mouth off. I know you keep saying, oh, Michael Lomax, the big man who's fought this fighter, fought that fighter.
I ain't said
You
that.
haven't.
You just said that.
No.
I ain't said that. You just said that.
Interviews.
I haven't said that. When have I said that? I haven't said
You
that.
turned around and said, I fought the mighty Kell Brook and all this lot.
Who said
On an
Kell Brook? You're
interview.
saying Kell Brook.
No,
So yourself
you
up.
turned around and said that, right? If you actually experience fighting them, then you know you're up there. But you're not.
And you was doing well. Yours did
Well,
well.
there we go.
How'd you get on
There
that
we go.
fight?
Huh? I lost. Yeah. But there we go. But you don't contain enough power to even damage me. So let's
You
let it
looked
go
just
there.
pretty after the fight. huh?
After the fight, look at your face.
You
Look at
did.
your face.
Your face was
Stop.
mine.
That's what you look like. That's it.
Honestly,
So
someone
get
wake
over
him
it.
up.
Get
He was
over
in
it.
dreamland.
Any other questions for either of these two
Yes.
guys?
Did you not see his face after the fight?
Chaz, did you feel you won the first fight?
Did I feel? Do you know what?
Did you feel you done enough to win the fight?
No, he didn't.
Do you know what? No, but I didn't lose it by 9 rounds. There's no way it's 9
Who
rounds.
won?
The first couple of
Who
rounds.
won?
He didn't
Who
even
won?
know. Yeah, you
Who
did.
won?
Well done,
Well, there we go.
congratulations. That's what, boy.
It's a win. A win.
Right, so anyway,
Win. It's a win.
Right.
It's a win.
Crack on.
It's a
Right,
win.
do you take over? Or?
Well, if you want me
Yeah,
to.
go on, then, go on. You crack on.
Can everyone in this room tell me who won the fight?
I think they all know that.
Well, there we go. That's good enough.
He's as stupid as he looks. Right. What was that, James? Sorry, go on.
Did you feel you done enough to win the first fight?
Do you know what? I watched it back and I probably have been losing it by 2 rounds. Two rounds. From the point of deducting the points from the low blow and the so-called knockdown. But I felt in the first couple of rounds, he wasn't even putting it like on me. I was stepping out. So they weren't hitting me and that. And then I was coming in, I was landing 2 or 3 shots and they would hold me. So I probably have been losing it by 2 rounds. That's my opinion. You know, fair's fair. You know, we got point deducted for the low blow, which should never have been a point deducted. With Bob Williams told me, do it again, you know, tap point off down, and then goes to Lomax's corner because the trainer called him over, and then he comes over and takes the point off. What's that about? Does the trainer tell the referee the job in the ring to take a point? I didn't know how that works.
Michael, can you respond to what you said?
Anyone who watched the fight would say he was hitting me a number of times with the low blows.
I didn't hit you once in the low
Well,
blow. Not once. So
I
everybody
felt
go
it.
and watch
I
the
felt
fight.
it. I
I
felt
guarantee
it.
you now, I didn't hit him once as a low blow. I hit him once by an accident. My opinion was an accident.
Accident.
And the
Holding
referee
me,
said to
holding
me,
and
do
punching.
it again and I'll take
Yeah.
a point. And then your trainer calls him over to the
You
corner.
was
He
lucky
goes
you only
over,
had
comes
one
back
point
and takes a
deducted.
point. How does that work?
Well, the other one was a headbutt. You should have been.
A headbutt?
Well, you cut me eye open
Called
with
clash
a
of
clash
heads.
of
Called
heads.
clash of
Well,
heads when you
clash
pulled
of
me in
heads,
when you
but-
rolled me.
No, you headbutt me. So it's probably the only time you probably.
What
hit
I've done, I
me.
went in the ring, stood there, went, bosh, had
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I
Have
know.
some of that. Well, we soon see.
Clash
3
of
weeks.
heads. Yeah, 3
3
weeks.
weeks to go.
3 weeks.
I'm going to beat this guy up. Promise you.
He's
I'm
going to
gonna
tell me
embarrass him.
he's going to embarrass me, he's going to give me a
Look,
boxing lesson. I'm
I'm
sure.
retiring,
I know.
but I'm retiring my way.
I know you're going to
And
bash
I
me up.
guarantee
You're
you,
gonna bash me up.
I'm going to skill you. I'm going to punch you all over the place.
I think we
And I'll
should
never
someone
ever
wake
turn
him
around
up.
and say,
Someone
I'm gonna
wake
beat
him
someone
up.
up. Well, there we go. I can't punch, right? But I'm going to teach you a lesson. Teach you a big lesson.
Have you, Michael, going into this fight, have you changed your training regime at all, or
It's
do
made
you have
me
a
more-
different tactic than you did last time?
It's making me
Training,
more
what different
aggressive.
can he do to what he done
Making me-
last time? Run
There
on
we
his
go.
feet, jab,
Make
jab, and when I
yourself.
get close, you want to
Yeah.
hold me.
I'll be more aggressive.
20 times
More
around.
aggressive.
You don't get a
More
point
aggressive.
deducted for holding someone 20 times around, but you get a point deducted when you hit him like the bollocks.
Yeah.
Sorry about language.
Any other questions for these two? We could do this all night, couldn't we? All right. Let's hear it one more time for all of our
Hold
boxers.
tight, hold tight. Sorry. I just want to, just want to thank my sponsors for doing this for me, giving me the opportunity to this. I want to thank Michael for giving me the opportunity to fight him again, asking me for the rematch. You know, I'm a nice person. I just want to say thank you to him for giving me the rematch, because I'm going to knock him spark out. I want to thank my sponsor, Daniel Newham, Simply Construction, who's been paying me a wage, putting me up in an ounce. I want to thank my whole team behind me, putting the effort in. I want to thank Brian from Tiger Loans and John Gallagher from Crossway Scaffolding. Everyone's been helping me, and I'm grateful. And Steve Goodwin and everybody, my team, Gum Shield, Ryan Barrett, trainer, just everybody that's helped me, and everyone that's coming out to support, buy tickets. You know, everyone that's here today, thank you. And yeah, it's going to be a cracking show, 21st, and I hope you all carry on getting at me to buy tickets.
All right, very good. Really looking forward to this one. David Abraham, Ryan Taylor, Chaz Symonds, Michael Lomax, Taylor Jordan, and Billy Long, everyone.